Hello, cave dwellers. How are we all doing? I hope you can hear me. We started off as we meant to go on. The glasses and the pipe are purely props. I hope you're all doing well. We started as we meant to go on with the audio on mute. That's how these streams seem to happen. But I think my voice is on. Hello, Magic Knight. Thanks for the subscription. You can hear me. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Let me know if it is. Do you know what? There's so much goes into preparing these streams that it's just nice to start and to be with you and to go, right, I can't do any more prep. I can just hang out with you. Oh, you like the pipe, do you? So we've got Alistair, we've got Merkster, we've got Bitter Blitter, Arcade Ren, Pillock, hello everyone, Aeon Flux, Russell, Nasty Niff, that's a good name. Mark Devlin, hello. Mark York, hello. Steve W, all of the regulars, Ralph, Mike, Yo JJ, my old H1Z1 partner, Alan Pope, hello. It's our monthly show. I've managed to. We've got another problem there. My viewer count is cropped. I'll fix that in a minute. We've got too many viewers for the counter. So, what can you expect? This is only our second monthly live show, so it's still kind of, developing. But what we can expect today is we've got a theme. The theme is flight, and a lot of the. My speaking is peaking a little bit. Let me knock that down. Is that better for you? There we go. Knock that down a bit. So we've got the theme is flight, and patrons have submitted their videos. Is there snot? No, there's a bit of fluff on the mic. There you go. I'll give you some ASMR while I remove it. There you go. Right, the theme is flight. Patrons have sent in videos to that theme, so we'll be watching those together. I've got a huge stack of boxes behind me. I don't know how I haven't. Well, one of them is opened. The rest of them have been sitting here gathering all month. So we're going to do an unboxing together, and I know there's some good stuff in those boxes. What else have we got? Projects. I'll update you on the vinyl project and the Kickstarter book, and you'll see at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there where it says back the book. Incredibly, we're up to 1,288 backers. 11 days to go, and every 15 minutes or so, Nightbot should post a link to the book. If you haven't already backed it, you want me to touch the mic again? It's not going to turn into an ASMR stream. If you haven't already backed the book, please go and have a look at it. Mark Central with the $20. Thank you so much, off a super chat of the night. Very nice of you, sir. I think this is where regular streamers tell you to post an emoji for the donor. I know that Zypho tells everyone to post bananas, so we can't steal bananas. If anyone has a suggestion for an emoji that we should respect our super chatters with, please put it forward and it can become official. What else have we got? We're going to check out a magazine. This month's magazine is Mean Machines, which I never read back in the day because I wasn't a console boy. So pipes. Are there pipes? We're going to check that out. We'll just get stuck in, will we? Mark Central. Oh, you've just popped up on the screen there for the same super chat. You're really thinking hard about which emoji we should use. I like the cherries. There's no Scotch egg. Yeah, let's go with the cherries. Good evening, John. Yeah, my on-air light has lights, but they're pathetic. It just doesn't light up at all, so I need to do a mod on that. So it actually lights up. Beers, yes. Richard Shears has the beers. That is the official emoji now. For anyone that super chats, give them all the beers, the beer emoji. That's it, we've chosen. So, where should we start then? Let's look at what we did this month in the cave. I'm going to switch you over to the laptop view. Oh, and there you go. You've got my scene transition. Let me fix the view account. Chat amongst yourselves. I don't know why I'm holding the pipe. It's just a nice thing to hold. I can really imagine myself becoming a pipe smoker. There we go. No Stream Deck, no. So here we go then. Just to recap on what we've done on the channel this month, on the actual channel, not this second channel. We started with, I think, 4 weeks ago. 3DFX Memories. I really enjoyed 3DFX. Did we have any 3DFX lovers in the chat? We had the toughest computer. If you've got any questions about any of these videos, let me know. We chatted to Lee Jackson, who is the musician behind the theme tune for Duke Nukem. I know the Tea Break interviews aren't for everyone. They're less popular in terms of views, but I know that those who like them really do like them. Gregster, thank you very much for the £5. Can we get beers in the chat for Gregster? Look, I sound like a real streamer now. Beers in the chat. And then we had this weird video called What the Hell Has Been Going On in the Cave Lately? Or What Has Been Going On? And the reason that appeared, for those who have watched it will know, I just had the busiest week ever trying to get this Kickstarter ready, finished and launched for the book. So I wouldn't say it was filler because I wanted to explain why I'd been so busy. Jorg, did you have some minutes to check? How did you make that donation, Jorg? Let me know. So that was just an update video. David Pleasance, we need to check his book. Let's do that now because I had to get that interview done, edited and out in time. I didn't have to, but I chose to get it done in time to help with his own Kickstarter for his new book. There's all the beers. And I know he made his Kickstarter goal. What was it called? From vultures to vampires. $20 from Sliced Taters. Hey Neil, have a pint on us from the Pints crew. Also come check out the Amiga live tournament of champions afterwards. Okay, I'll make a note of that. And maybe we'll try and engineer a manual raid if you're live. Pints for Sliced Taters. Pints for Pints and Amigas. Yeah, so Vultures to Vampires is a book that David's written with Trevor Dickinson. A lot of you will know this. It's all about the period of history in Commodore from when Commodore shut down in '94 to the present day. And he hit £42,813 and amazingly just over 1,000 backers. So good on him. There was a big surge at the end there to get his book finished. I've backed it, so I'm looking forward to getting that book. Anyone else in the chat back that one? The godly bouncing ball, yeah. Being hijacked by a vampire and flown away. So well done to David on that. And then the final things we had are the Atari 800 XL Trash to Treasure Part 1. Really nice to be doing a Trash to Treasure again. I know that's a popular series. Patrons are currently watching Part 2. Simon backed it. Cool. So Part 1 was getting to know it. You've probably noticed in the Trash to Treasures, I've started to integrate history more and more into them. It's always going to be a restoration series, but I like to get that bit of history in there so we all get to know it better. And then Part 2, which the patrons are watching now, is a real classic Trash to Treasure, clean up, retro bright, get it looking like new again. Yes, with murder gloves, my learned friend's seen it. So I'm really enjoying that series. And then the FPGA desktop. This was a real talking piece. It's had 38,000 views in the 2 days it's been out, so it's massively popular. And there's a lot of opinion there from, that looks brilliant, you did a great job, to, why the hell did you do that? You're an idiot. Why don't you just strap it to the back of a flat screen monitor and have done with it? There's no wrong opinion. You've just got to do with these project builds what you want to do for yourself. And in my case, that's the kind of thing I want to build. Hello, Ash. You know full well what an FPGA is. So I'm looking forward to showing you Part 2 because I've now finished that build and I'll be filming that next week. So in the next few weeks, you can look forward to Part 2 of that series. Publicly, Part 2 of the Atari 800 and patrons will get Part 3. And the final thing is, we can't do, afternoon Ian, we can't do retro road trips at the moment. And I love retro road trips, going out, meeting people, seeing museums and things like that. So what I've done is I've engineered a virtual retro road trip, given the event, the way the world is at the moment. And yesterday, I got some footage of and I interviewed some guys who run a computer museum in Estonia, of all places. So these guys have a computer history that goes back into a period of Soviet rule, through into them becoming, having a revolution and becoming their own country. without being ruled by the Soviets. And they've got a really interesting computer history and some really nice displays. So I'm going to, with a lot of, shall we say, clever? I don't want to use the word clever. Imaginative editing. We'll put myself in there and we'll go on a virtual retro road trip. So I know nothing about Estonia, so it's really interesting to learn from them. Sorry, Nelly Fish, for making you want to spend money. Do you get on Euro Truck Simulator to do a virtual road trip? I can. Can't wait for that one, says Costado. Yeah. Oh, you need the Atari love. There's going to be lots of Atari love. Yeah. So that's what's been going on the channel. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, $5, 3 a.m. in Sydney from Zman1508. It's never too early for a beer in Sydney, so beers in the chat. Just got my first ZX Spectrum today. I'm bidding on an Amiga right now. Awesome. Did ZX Spectrums make it to Australia first time around? Cool. So, unless you've got any questions about any of those videos, you want to know any more about it, we will move on to your videos, I think. We'll watch your videos. Amstrad made it to Australia, apparently. Not a lot of Spectrums made it to Australia. Cool. Hello, Keith. Good to see you here. I don't think it's that Keith Reese. It's another Reese. Another Keith. Okay, your videos. I need to bring them up on the laptop here. Let's kill the music. And what I forgot to do as well was give a quick shout out. Let's bring that back up. Must give a quick shout out to the top tier patrons who are you're all amazingly generous. From those who view the videos to those who become patrons to these guys who are the top tier patrons who just do so much for the channel. So thank you guys. We've got Mark Central, Aaron Metcalf, Damien Sloan, Gary Pinkett, who's playing with his new Mister right now, Gay Kobold, Mean Machine Dean, who I did a live interview with this morning. If you don't already follow Mean Machine Dean on YouTube and Twitch, then look him up. And Tim Wold, who has submitted a video today. So thank you very much to those guys. Gary Crumpet, says Electron Ash. He has many names. Yeah, Gary's only just got a Mister. And he's got the same gateway monitor that I got, the new gateway monitor. So he's getting it hooked up with that. Okay. So let's go through your games relating to flight, and then I'll tell you my choice of game. Let's get rid of the music. We'll just go through in the order, starting with Controller Reese, who I know is in the chat. So this is Reese's video. Let me know if the volume's too high or too low.
Hi everybody, Reese here, and you might know me from a certain...
Oh. Oh, hello Reese. Look, we can get the eyebrows going. Way. Right, let's get this going from the start.
Hi everybody.
Hi Reese.
Reese here, and you might know me from a certain Beehive simulation game that's almost single-handedly brought about the downfall of the RMC Discord server.
Yeah, so Reese has his own room in the Discord server, if you're not a member. He created a bot which encouraged people to forage for nectar, and it nearly took down the whole server. He's having to redevelop it a little bit.
But today, I'm here to talk to you about a completely different game. And with a brand new Microsoft Flight Simulator on the horizon, what better game to talk about than Cybermorph on the...
He's teasing, he's playing with us.
Atari Jaguar.
Where did you learn to fly?
A launch title on the Atari Jaguar back in 1993. It's a 3D space combat game with some nice chunky polygons. So as far as my personal story with this game goes, as a kid we used to have ST format because I had an Atari ST. Towards the end of the ST's lifetime, ST format were really pimping out the Jaguar as being the console that was going to save Atari.
F in chat, respects for Atari ST owners.
We all know how well that ended. So at the time, there was nothing I wanted more than a Jaguar. Obviously, my parents were much more sensible and wouldn't let me have one. We did get a Mega Drive in the end, which I think was probably the better choice in hindsight. But I did buy a Jag as a poor student in the very early 2000s when they were dirt cheap and boxed brand new games were selling for about £5 each. And
that voice, well done. Where did they hire this person?
That's when I discovered Cybermorph. And to be honest, people say it's a bad game, but I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's slightly let down by the Jaguar's controllers, like a lot of games on the system. Could probably benefit from analog sticks. But apart from that, it's a good blast to float around and shoot at stuff and
well done.
Get bugged by a big green Sinead O'Connor head. So thank you very much for watching. Back to Neil in the studio.
There you go, get bugged by Sinead O'Connor. You'll notice on the desk there that Reese has got the IBM Net Vista. He bought one of the charity PCs, so a big thank you to Reese for supporting the charity drive. He has got his own channel, Controller Reese, so do give that a sub if you're not already. Atari Jaguar is a funny system, isn't it? I've got one thanks to Tim. Thank you again, Tim, for sending that in, which, do you know what? I've just spotted what game it's got in it. Let me grab it. It actually has Cybermorph in there with Sinead O'Connor. So there you go. Do you know what? I've played Cybermorph. It's a game of its time. I don't get the massive hate. I think the main thing is that voice that pops up. It's just a game of its time that is what it is. I don't find it particularly offensive. Should you be thanking anyone for a Jaguar? Oh, evil. Nothing compares to a Jaguar. Yeah, was it good for its time? I don't think we'll ever know, because I don't think its power was ever fully extended, was it? Nobody really... It didn't stick around long enough for anyone to really push it. The cart in the Jag is the new Jaguar GD flash cart. That's the one in your Jag there, is it? You filthy pirate. So thank you, Reese, for your submission. Let's see what we've got next. We've got an airplane clip.
It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
So there you go. Next one is John. Let's see what John's got for us.
No retro gaming discussion.
John, where are you? We can hear you. We can't see you. There you go. Let's get you back to the start. Bit more volume. Look at that Amiga before we start. What have we got? A 1200 in a nice black case with a CD32 sticker. A huge active monitored speakers to the left of it. I just want to look at that Amiga. Nice.
No retro gaming discussion would be complete without a nod to Wings.
Oh, good choice. It's right behind me. Let me get it. Cinemaware classic Wings. Absolutely love it. Any Wings fans in the chat?
Favourite Amiga game? Oh, in my top 10 anyway. Certainly top 5 actually. I wrote about this in one of the recent Fusion magazines as being one of my favourite top 5 games.
Okay, so you're a writer in Fusion magazine, which is a great magazine. They've got a Kickstarter at the moment actually for their 2021 annual. We'll take a look at that in a moment.
It's an absolute stunner. There it is in all its glory. Just check I've got my save.
Oh, yep. Nice. You've got the little OLED
save disc is in
there.
Let's see how we're getting on today.
Is this the game where Paul McCartney
First Lieutenant
flies?
Skilgannon. 21 missions and 10 kills so far.
Oh, you're showing off. You're showing off with your missions and your kills.
What's on the roster for today? 1st of July 1916. Back from leave as I am.
Oh, he's broken the 90-second rule. We'll let it run because it's such a great choice of game.
Strafing. Better go on with it then.
I haven't tried the remastered version, my learned friend. I have played the Game Boy Advance version, which I was talking about with Mean Machine Dean earlier. The Game Boy Advance version is really good. Oh, there we go. An abrupt end, but a great choice of game. So, have you got over your Paul McCartney jokes in the chat now?
Round one.
I think it was probably my favourite of all the Cinemaware games. Rocket Ranger was up there as well, and it came from the desert. Next, I've seen him in the chat. It's my learned friend. Let's see what he has.
Welcome to Christmas 1990. The Iron Curtain has crumbled. Saddam Hussein's invaded Kuwait, and Cliff Richard is number one. And that's me with my new Amiga 500.
Let's just pause and take that in. My learned friend is leaning into the game there. IK Plus, I think that is on the monitor. He's got his pirated box of discs to the right. He's got his second disk drive. I can see a Ghostbusters symbol under the computer. I don't know what that is. Looks like you've just opened that second disk drive because the box is at the back. And you have the same curtains that I had. Nice. Posh, says chat, with the monitor and the second drive. Yeah, posh boy. Leatherback chairs. Yeah.
The first game I played was this. Yes, Fighter Bomber. Developed by
Saying the title with such enthusiasm won't make it a better game, by the way.
Graphics, published by Activision and released here in 1990, but was called Strike Aces when it was released in the US. And if you come from CPC, this intro animation and music will just blow you away, as it did a 10-year-old me. But a few things do bother me. Why is one man touching up the front landing gear? Why is the second one painting an already painted ordnance? Strange, but it didn't bother a young me. The game itself? Well, it has a pointless plot about a bombing competition, but it's a very familiar fly here, bomb this.
Wait, the plot is a competition rather than an actual active mission. Is that true? I've not played this one, but it has got those classic pyramid-shaped mountains that we got in those early flight sims. Anything that wasn't flat was a bonus. So if you got a pyramid, that was a bonus. I don't think it was until Falcon 3 on the PC that I actually started to see something that resembled landscape in a flight sim. Until then, it was the occasional pyramid.
Dogfight if you need to mission structure. It's not particularly smooth and looks very basic by modern standards, but we are talking about something that's 30 plus years old. A bit of internet research tells me that at the time we got wildly varying scores, anywhere between 96% all the way down to 61%.
So my learned friend says the objective was to win the Curtis LeMay bombing trophy. Turning bombing into a sport.
Well, I might not have been very good at it, and I'm still not, but I did enjoy it, and I did sink a fair few hours into it. Is it a great game? No. Is it a particularly well-known game? No. But is it a significant game to me? Yes, it is. And I do remember it fondly. And with that, back to Neil in the studio.
Oh, back to the studio. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of choice that I like for these shows. Ooh, sorry, headphone users. Choice that has a personal connection to you. That you can, it doesn't matter if it's a good game or not. Haven't played that one, I've got to say. I've played a lot of flight sims, I haven't played that one. 1 frame per second, says Mike, yeah. But we didn't know better back then. The next video is called My Movie 10. I think this is from Custado. It was a late entry from Custado. Blimey. Got some production values. Oh, it's going to be epic. Oh, Custado.
What?
Well, today I learned that Vecchi Bird is a thing. Wow. I mean, it's on every platform going, isn't it? Let me just find it again. Oh, I need to see Vecchi Bird. It works pretty well on the Vectrex.
What?
You know what. So there you go. It's Flight. It's Custado's choice. Now, Jorg sent in a video with a story. So I'll just read this before I play it. It's not actually a game, but it's Flight. And if it's a 90-second video on the theme of Flight, then so be it. My stepson take it, and I have to tell you the story about it. I'm married since 2018 to a Filipina, and just 1 year passed since we lived together here in Germany. Oh, I need to turn word wrap on, don't I? There we go. So we try, and in the end, the German embassy give her the okay, and his son, could stay for 3 weeks. I bought the ticket, didn't tell my wife, because it was a surprise to meet at least one of her children in person again, and he travelled from the Philippines to China, to the Netherlands, and finally to Germany. It was his very first time flying. He was very excited and nervous. When he arrived in Hanover, his luggage was missing, and I've got no clue what to do. He was the last in the baggage claim area when the federal police noticed him, and it was a shock that the officials talked to him and interrupted his video. Not really flight sim related, but it was fun. So we'll just take a quick look at this. Jorg's son's first ever flight. I think we've got some good music with it.
Right, I think it seems we're having a problem right now. I can't find my luggage, as you can see.
It's a gut-sinking
gone.
feeling when that happens.
The
I've had it
machine's not
happen.
working. Hello?
The federal police, can they...
Aren't you supposed to turn the camera on when the police approach you?
Alright, so hello. Hello guys, now I'm here in Germany. I'm outside the airport and now I'm with my dad. Say hello.
Ah, that must be Jorg. Hello.
My problem is my luggage is missing. What an experience. What the police will do is that they will try to find it and then they will deliver it at Dad's house maybe tomorrow. Let's see. Alright, so now we will go to the mountains and then hopefully, yeah, it's the time we will see Mom. Alright, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Nice. I hope Mum was excited to see son arrive. It's a really nice story. So we've got a few more videos to get through. Let's see who we've got next. 3 more. We've got Retro Baz. Neil, share the image of you flying the plane. Oh, do you know what? I haven't got that here, Mark. I should have downloaded that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I once flew in a Sopwith Camel, I think it was. Yeah, that's what it was. A World War I biplane. But that's a story for another day. Yeah, we did loop the loops and all sorts. Oh, York, I don't know why Nightbot has deleted all your messages. I do apologise. It's told you off for spamming. Okay, let's see what Baz has got for us.
Sadly, I simply couldn't choose what game to cover from this selection. Some great flight games. So I decided to play the Great Aladdin on the Mega Drive instead, but just for one level, which was my favourite, Rug Ride.
Oh, this is good outside the box thinking.
On Rug Ride, you need to escape the lava-filled Cave of Wonders on the magic carpet. Starting
perfectly
slow,
valid
it soon
choice.
speeds up and has you making quick decisions to avoid the obstacles. It still amuses me seeing poor Aladdin plough into this rock. Let's try that again. How are these boulders floating? Why are there floating apple segments that you have to collect? These are some of the unexplained mysteries of the universe. It is a quick level in this great game, but it's one that will always come to mind when thinking about flight.
Mark, can you do carpet bombing?
Well, thanks for watching, and back to Neil in the studio.
Hey, back to the studio. Thank you, Baz. Great game. I don't think I ever made it far enough into the game to actually play that level. So, there you go. I've seen that now. Good choice. Ash likes that. He did give me a lead in. They're professionals, these cave dwellers, you know. Oh, it's Richard. We like Richard's videos. Let's see what he's got for us today.
I had a fascination with flight sims from an early age. The first sim, Bomber Mission, required a lot of imagination due to a lack of graphical prowess on the VIC-20. The second was on the Amstrad CPC, Ace of Aces, and it did leave me a little disappointed. Nipping over to my mate's house for a quick dogfight with Top Gun on the Specky was oddly enjoyable though. To end the 8-bit era was my favourite Amstrad game, Advanced Tactical Fighter.
Yes, hello Sue. Advanced Tactical Fighter, I didn't play on the 8-bits, I played it on my Amiga. It ran pretty well.
Really enjoyable, and I liked the way that you could destroy the enemies and it counted for the next mission. The Amiga brought back an explosion of quality flight sims, far too many to mention here. I started with Interceptor.
Oh, F-18 Interceptor. I've got it here. I've got my copy here.
F-16 was my next one, which was an awesome flight sim.
F-29.
And then my favourite, F-29 Retaliator. This had a lovely arcade quality that meant that I could just jump in and have a lot of fun. In October 1990, Zero Magazine came with a special mission disc. This was intended to promote F-29 Retaliator 2, but never came out, an epic which finally did. I played this to completion despite the insurmountable odds. By the time I'd moved on to PCs, I'd kind of flight simmed out. The two highlights were Flight Unlimited, that came free with my graphics card, and Combat Flight Simulator, which retained that feeling of fun that I missed from F-29 Retaliator.
Little spoiler for you, on the FPGA desktop build that I'm doing, I've got those very same speakers, Active 85. They're a different brand. They're the same thing. They've just been sold by a different company. I can't remember which one. They're behind me. We'll have a look in a minute. But they're black, of course, to match the build. So I've got those speakers too.
Now back to Neil in the cave.
Oh, there we go. Back to Neil in the cave. And before we play the last video, I will just show you. Let's come back to my face. F-29 Retaliator, great game, great choice. It was super fast. It had such a quick engine. It really did fly, quite literally, on the Amiga. But this is it. This is the regular retail boxed copy. It's got a sticker of £21.99, wherever that was bought from. The lights just flicked here. I hope we don't get a power cut. But it was also included in one of the Amiga packings. Not for resale, promotional only, and you can see. I don't know why they couldn't have just put the retail one in there. They're not saving that much cardboard by making the super slim one, but there you go. That's the packing version. So one day, maybe I'll manage to get the box and the Amiga to pack it back in where it belongs. And of course with, let's get our music back. With F18 Interceptor, you'll all remember, assuming you had legitimate copies, which a lot of people did because this was a packing title as well with one of the Amiga bundles. You had your code wheel, didn't you? For your copy protection. Not quite as fun as Dial a Pirate in Monkey Island, but, you know, did its job. Gary having a helicopter wouldn't surprise me, says Ash. I would not trust Gary to fly his helicopter. He's dangerous enough with his car. And the last one is from Tim. Let's see what Tim's got for us today.
Hi, Tim here.
Hi, Tim.
Flight. So I'm just going to briefly talk about Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe, Lucasfilm's game by Lawrence Holland. Prize for anybody that finds a connection to Star Wars there. And other than the Lucas connection, obviously. Fantastic manual comes with this. And you know,
can somebody explain the connection? Lawrence Holland's connection to Star Wars. I'd like to know what that connection is, please, if anyone knows.
This is a thing we don't see anymore, but the first section is purely about the history at the time, what was going on, and what eventually pushed the Germans in desperation to come up with some really weird, wacky, advanced plane designs, which pushed, us into the jet age as well, ultimately. And, it's so comprehensive that I think the first 80-odd pages are just dedicated to the history, and then you're into how to actually use the flight sim and what you can do. And what's really unique about this is it actually...
We've got a page count, 224 pages. It's important information, you've got to include it.
It allows you to get a small feeling of what it would have been like to be a desperate, badly trained German pilot going up against huge formations of American bombers in a bid to stop their country getting bombed. Some might say that's slightly morally dubious, but parking aside all the other angles, they were very brave in fighting for their country, and it's quite interesting to try that. And then from the...
Just to give you a break from that jet engine sound for a moment, I saw in the chat Lawrence Holland was the Star Wars X-Wing game designer. So there you go, there's the link. Not, as Pillix said, Lawrence Holland is an anagram of Luke Skywalker. No, he isn't.
The other side, you get to be an Allied pilot with the superior numbers and also excellent aircraft taking on these weird machines. So that's it, Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe.
There we go, great choice. I did really like the Lucasfilm flight sims, and they were flight sims. The only difference that you found with a lot of them was that they would sometimes use sprites instead of polygon models, which actually helped the engine shift along a lot quicker. They leaned a little bit more towards arcade, but they weren't by any means arcade games. It was sort of on the level of F-29 Retaliator, I'd say, which made them really accessible and enjoyable. I loved those ones. So, I give you my choice now of flight. Thank you everyone who sent videos in. Really good effort this month. I especially liked Aladdin. It's nice to see where your brain takes these things. Let's go to my face. Hello everyone. Thank you, Jorg. Yours was really nice as well. Is your son still staying with you, or has he gone back now? So, my choice is... Did anyone have this? B17 Flying Fortress. Came out about the same time as the film Meant for Spell, so the B17 was in everyone's mind. Have a quick look inside. Mark says, what a game. My learned friend liked it. Nice thick manual. Again, like the one that Tim showed, just with a huge amount of history in there. And awesome pictures of the old crews and everything. But this is the thing that I loved. This was on the Amiga and the PC, by the way. There's a poster. Now, the thing about this game was it wasn't only a flight sim, as anyone who's played it knows. I feel like I'm giving a lecture now. I'm some kind of dusty old university lecturer. Now, here is the B17 Flying Fortress. Listen up, chaps. Where's my pipe? Listen up, chaps. In the game, you could play in any number of positions, from the pilot to the bombardier to the rear tail gunner. And during your mission, you could take control of any member of the team. Now, if one of your chaps got shot, you would have to move one of the other ones into his position if you wanted to use that post. Bloody lights are flickering. So, for example, if the pilot was shot, then you would perhaps have to put your tail gunner into the pilot's position. He doesn't know how to fly, so you have to take care of him to make sure that you fly. Bloody brilliant game. So, yeah, there's an element of crew management. I'll fold that later, properly. Other than that, you know, it was your regular flight sim. Ooh. And it was followed up by a sequel. B17 Flying Fortress, the Mighty Eighth. Very similar, except, you know, the graphics were massively uprated. Still looks good today, in my opinion. But then I do spend a lot of time playing on 8-bit systems, so anything looks good. The pipe came in the box. Let's have a quick look. It's a slightly cheaper box. I don't think it doesn't feel as weighty. It doesn't. No. We're going into the era of CD-ROM here. That's it. That's all you got, unless I'm missing something. And then you would have got your PDF manual on a CD. It was still a good game, and the thing is, the developers of this one were based on the south coast of England, down in Dorset, I believe it was. Perhaps Lyme Regis. And if you flew your B17 on the south coast of England on the beach where the developers were, there was a little Easter egg there. There was a UFO that had crash landed into the beach. So there you go. You can go and spot that if you want. Now, they were great games, and the thing is, some of you will have seen that Microprose, the name, has made a comeback recently. They've been on Twitter, they've been on YouTube, chatting about their games. And one of the games that they're bringing back in their first round of new games is a new version of B17. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about it because I really want this to be awesome. Let's go to the laptop. So here's the page for it. This is the good stuff we'll start with. It's called the Mighty Eighth, like the last one was. And they've got some pictures here. Let's get down to the screenshots of... Yeah. They've got some models that are going in the game. I've seen on Twitter it's progressed further than this now, but it's looking good, right? There's some nice detailed models. Now here's the thing. They're promising that you'll be able to play this in VR and you'll be able to play it team play. So Gary can fly the plane, Costado can be the bombardier, Reese can be the navigator. Nobody wants to be the bull gunner, do they? Who can we put in the bull gunner? Because you get trapped in there. And if your gear doesn't come down, then they're toast. We'll put James. Hello, James. We'll put James Woodcock. No, we won't put him. We'll put him on the top. He can have a nice view at the top. We'll put Electron Ash in the bull. Okay, Pillock. Pillock's been nominated. Pillock, step into the bull turret. So, if you get this working well, team play VR, it could be a hell of an experience. Can you imagine with all your mates flying with flak going off all around you, trying to get the sights onto your target? with planes being blown up around you. Sounds amazing. But let's just look through some more pictures. These pictures look great. Love it. Mark Central says, yeah, a bit like, I imagine it to be like the Star Trek VR game. And that looks cool, right? Now, if we go to Microprose's YouTube page with a massive 854 subscribers, you can see that they're working on that, okay? They're working on a game called Warfare 1944. They're working on, I think this is another game, Operation Harsh Doorstep. They're working on a game called Sea Power, Second Front, and Task Force Admiral. So they're working on at least 5 games. This is not the Microprose of old. This is just a team that's bought the Microprose name. I'm worried that they're overstretching themselves. I saw on Twitter the other day they showed some artwork for B17. And it said, hey, we hope you like this artwork. It's for the game B17 and it's by our CEO and then his name. Now, it immediately set off alarm bells because why is the CEO working on artwork for the game? That tells me that this is a very small team. So are they overstretching themselves? Probably outsourced, says Costado. Possibly. And then you look at something like this. You've got Warfare 1944 announcement teaser. I'll just mute the sound. Now, you know, bearing in mind this is going to be competing with your Call of Duties and your Battlefields. I know it's early days, but it's going to have something pretty special to make people want to play that compared to, yeah, it looks like a 2000s game. Now, graphics isn't the be-all and end-all. Maybe it's got a hook that people will love, but it's looking a bit basic. I wouldn't personally have released that footage. I would have waited till it was a bit more developed. Oh, these lights keep on flickering. Now, Sea Power, I have to admit, this one looks good. This one looks good. It looks far more developed. I mean, that looks good, right? And I'm wondering if for B17, for this and for some of the other games, maybe they've developed an engine and they're reusing that same engine for a lot of war games. And if that's the case, this looks good. This looks a lot better. Hello, Keith Sugary. There's the man himself. You were mistaken for another Keith earlier. Stu Hud Games says, too many games for a small development crew. Yeah, I mean, I'm biased because I love B17 so much, so I wish they would just kind of concentrate on B17. No, it wasn't Keith Chegwin. But this looks pretty good. How will you command your forces? So, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I want to see B17. I want to play it with you guys in the chat on our Discord game server. I want it to work. But I'm worried. We'll come to that later. So that's our games. If you didn't submit a game and you've thought of something while we've been showing them, let us know in the chat your choice of a flight-related game, as tenuous as you like for the link. I think if you're ready, we'll do some unboxings, which is going to involve me crawling around on the floor. I'll have to switch to the other microphone. Yeah. Sorry, Merc. So yeah, we have a very active Discord server. Do check it out. Pints, thank you very much. Loved the checkmate and Mr. Build. Can we have pints for pints in the chat, please? And if you've got a second, click on their username and go and subscribe to their channel. Right. I'm going to leave you on the laptop while I just go and switch the camera over. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, we've magically switched to the floor. I'm just going to switch the microphones over as well. And make sure I can see the chat. Foot cam. The lovely legs around, yes. Okay. Can you hear me okay? I've got the other microphones in front of me. Let's move that a bit. One man production queue. Yeah, it's not Linus Tech Tips here. Great. So I am surrounded by boxes. The first one I've opened, and I need some ideas from you. Let's not show off my address. I need some ideas from you on this one because it's awesome. I'm really looking forward to playing with it, but I don't know what the retro angle can be. Prepare to look very stupid, Neil. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Sorry, everyone. You're looking at the chat. There we go. Hello, that's better. Let's move Flying Fortress before I crush it. Let's move the Jaguar so it's nice and safe. Let's get my chat back up. There we go. Right. Let's open this. Are you ready for this? Hello, cave dwellers. You reckon? Yep, it's a Microsoft HoloLens. Let's bring that up a bit. Where did you learn to fly? Need some adjustment, I think. There we go. Now, what this really needs is a pipe. There you go. Augmented reality, chaps. Let me tell you about it. So, you know, it's a cool bit of tech, but the question is, what's the retro angle? Can I make a virtual arcade machine appear in front of me? Do we need to do some kind of tabletop gaming? I don't know. It's on loan. It's not mine to keep. Don't know. I don't know. It's retro because it failed, says Merkster. But yeah, it's got a nice little kit. It comes with all sorts of accessories. I'll come up with some kind of tech nibble episode that we can do with that. But that's here in the cave. That's a thing, as LGR would say. That's a thing. Get the old virtuality games working on it. Well, you could do that maybe with a normal VR headset, but this is for augmented stuff. So, slightly different. These lights are flicking. I'll show you another thing quickly. This is something that I bought. Christmas present opening. Very quickly, I got a Witcher 608 memory expansion for my Amiga 600. I think that's 12 meg. So you whack that in your Amiga 600. I haven't opened this part of it yet. There you go. You whack that in your Amiga 600. Gives you 12 megs. You know what? The Amiga 600, I hated on it when it came out. But now, stick that in, stick a compact flash card on the ID adapter, and you've got everything you need for a brilliant WHD load setup, haven't you? Just load it with all the games. Beautiful. No one needs more than 640k, Richard. And I bought that from Amiga Store. You sent me this nice postcard with it. There you go. So that can appear in a future episode. Now this one is from Jorg. Donation to the cave. I presume that is the same Jorg that we have in chat, or had in chat, whose son flew over to Germany. Hello, Taz. It is. Wonderful, Jorg. So, thank you, Jorg. He sent this to the cave. Let's bring the camera down for you. Okay, I think you can see that. Look at that, everything is individually wrapped. See what we've got. Thank you, Jake. We've got, it's got a ProLink chip on it. What's this? Some kind of video card. An MVGA NV11A with a TV out. There you go, that's a video card. I used to have one with the S-Video out back in the day that I'd run a Neo Geo emulator on, and then I'd output it to the old family television. We've got loads in here, so I'm just going to blast through them quickly and see what we've got. That looks like a digital TV tuner. We've got digital ports on that one. Let me zoom you in a bit more as well so you can see them. This is a Median quad TV tuner. That would have been quite something back in the day. Quad TV tuner, digital analog. There's so much in here. Another video card, a Vanta TNT2, classic. This is like he's unwrapping meat in the 1970s. We've got, that's another one the same, I think. Yeah, an MVGA. Another one the same as the first one. Ooh, this one feels a different shape. It's like feeling your Christmas presents. Oh my god. It's a bag of processors. We've got a 2.6 gigahertz chip there. We've got a Celeron D. We've got a Core 2 Duo. We've got an A&D Sempron. You know what? If these don't go in machines, then they're going to go in a frame and go on the wall. Yeah, a bag of processors. Let's dig a bit deeper because there are so many cards in here. It will take all evening to unwrap them all, but we'll just dig into the middle, see if there's anything else in there. Oh, nice. I've got an ATI card here. Can't tell you which one. A Rage. Something or other. Part number is 109-40200-20. If anyone wants to look that up. S3, is it? Let's open one more meat package. Lucky dip. Oh, that feels substantial. Oh, yes. A Matrox MGA. 1995. Now that's a card. MGA-MIL-4-SNI. Was that a Matrox Millennium? Is that what that was? I'm trying to remember. I had a G200 back in the day. And it was known for having like the best colours, the best quality picture at the time for its price. Tell me in the chat, do you want more of this or do you want me to move on to the next box? Let me know. I can open more. I've got all night. More. You want more meat? Okay, let's open more. I'm going into the middle because I'm thinking perhaps he would have put them anything that's a bit more valuable than the others in the more protected area, perhaps. But maybe there's some logic there. Don't know. What is that? Oh, firewire ports, I think that is.
I'll get you there.
Firewire card. For when I need to hook up an old school camcorder. Yes, Ash. IEEE 1394 because I'm worth it. Another TV tuner. I'm not going to be short of TV tuners. A Win TV one. Could be handy for a little capture system, perhaps. I had a TV tuner at uni because I thought I could get away with the TV inspector not seeing it. We've got a parallel port. Yeah, a good, honest parallel port card. Hello Hasbeard plays games. What else have we got? Oh, we've got a sound card. A Vibra or Vibra 16. That was a Creative Labs one, wasn't it? The CT4180. That's an ISA slot as well. That's ISA, yeah. That's useful. That is a really useful card to have. Because it'll be nice and compatible with those Sound Blaster drivers. Let's keep going. It's a TP-Link Gigabit Ethernet card. Is Gigabit retro now? I mean, I'm grateful for it. I'm surprised to see it's Gigabit. A TG3269. I'll put that in my daily driver. My go-to network card back in the day was a 3Com 3C509. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, you got it, Merkster. Oh, hello. What's this? IDE? Silicon Image. Oh, it's a RAID card. SIL 680 RAID. There you go. I'm going to raid a couple of IDE. Is that IDE or SCSI? No, that's IDE, I think. Not enough for SCSI. You know, it's massive overkill, but I could put that in a build that I'm hoping I'll be able to show you in one of the other boxes. Why not? IDE RAID. I'm going to try and use that next. We'll get a RAID 0 setup going. Oh, hello. It's a CT4830 Sound Blaster Live. I put that in one of the Net Vistas and it worked very well. Lovely card to have. This is outstanding, Jorg. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to open the rest of them now. Is anyone else on YouTube streaming themselves unboxing PCI and ISA cards right now? It's a modem. Oh, there you go. So I can set up the RMC fax server now. I won't plug it in while the lights are flickering. We don't want to get a surge down the line now, do we? Another Firewire card. This one's got the smaller port on it as well. It really should, Russell. We should set up a fax machine and you can randomly fax me and I can have a 24/7 live stream on Twitch to the fax machine. Oh, this is a sound card. This is a... What is this? Look at that. This is a Speedlink SL 8861 SRD-B. Red. What's that chip? An HSP56 chip? I don't know. I think your CPU might be doing a lot of work to drive that, because there's not a lot on there. Be interested to know if that's a Sound Blaster compatible or what it is. I don't know a lot about that. Okay, we'll quickly go through the last bits in this box. Oh, very handy. A stack of RAM. Stack of RAM for laptops. Mostly. 512, 256, 2 gig, 1 gig, 1 gig. Always handy. Is that external SATA? An eSATA card. Oh yeah, all of the electrostatic precautions. There you go, eSATA. USB? Yeah. A couple of USB ports. Sure, there's a Windows XP machine that will be grateful for that. And the last thing is another TV tuner. We'll finish as we started. Analog, I think. Yeah, 2002. Right, I'm not going to be short of TV tuners for a while, am I? Some great sound cards, some CPUs, some RAM. Thank you so much, you all. I'm going to kind of try and carefully move it all over there. Getting pins and needles in my legs here. Crawling around on the floor seemed like a good idea at the time when I set this up. They make old man noises. Oh, almost have a drink. How are we doing in the chat? We've got lots more hardware to come. Lost the Amiga auction, so it's probably time to sleep. Good night and good luck, folks. Thank you, Zedman. Thank you very much for the 10 Australian dollars. We have pints in the chat for him. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm glad to see you're in the chat. We'll open your box next. I've really got pins and needles in my feet. I'm going to have to sit on the stool. Now, where's Wazzy's box? Here we go. What's in the box? What's in the box? Crutch cam. Not that kind of channel. We're not on Twitch. That's called age, yeah. I'm feeling it, Stu. Now look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Meticulously wrapped by Woz. We've got box of spare belts. And this is going to come in really handy for the series I'm currently working on. There we go. An Atari 1010 recorder. That's the one that matches beautifully with the metal stripe, the Atari 800 XL, because the one I've got is from an Atari XE, so it's a completely different style. So this will look really nice. Uses standard audio cassette tapes, records programs you write, plays pre-recorded programs, including soundtracks. Lovely. So I won't take it out. I'll save that for the episode in the series. We've got some spare bands, and there's also there's the owner's guide there as well, where it tells us to clean the print head, the tape head with a, I believe you Americans call it a Q-tip. We call them cotton buds. Oh, there's a name there. Program name, Simple Simon, tape 1. Somebody's recorded what they've got on the tape. Thank you very much, Woz. Oh, there's some more. And there's more. There's some games in here. There's a game sausage, a mini game sausage. We like a game sausage on the channel. Good night, John. Oh, you're looking at my blue suede shoes. Oh, wow. Attack of the Mutant Camels. That's a Jeff Minter special. I bet that runs really well on the Atari with its hardware sprites. Jeff Minter's Revenge 2, another minty game. And Grid Runner. Not familiar with that game. I've played the other two. Yeah, minty, you know, minty, Jeff Minter. This is a Jeff Minter one as well, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, programmed by Jeff Minter. He made so many games. So, thank you, Woz. I've got some free packing material with that as well. Let's put that safely over there. Where should we go next? Hi, Chrissy. Kevin, my evenings have been boring since the end of the diaries. Sorry, Kevin. Thank you for the £4.99. Pints for Kevin, please. I think this is one that I bought on eBay. I think. Let's see what it is. It was an unexpected win, if it's what I think it was. Because it was one of those cheeky low bids that I put in. And then actually won it and thought, oh, I've won it. Perhaps. Now, the person who sent this reads the Evening Standard. There you go. Might have to zoom out for this. Is this what I think it is? Yes, it is, right. Let's zoom out. Oh, it's been cling filmed. This is a lot cleaner than I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting it to be a bit dirty. Now, I bought this for £50 on eBay. That is lovely. So, it's a compact Presario 9230, which is a Pentium 90. So I've got Pentium 3s, 4s. I don't think I've got any Pentium 2s. I've got 3s and 4s. So this is the first Pentium 90 in the cave. Yeah, nice. It's got these nice big feet on the bottom. Just a nice solid tower. We look around the pack. We've got a sound card installed. So that's nice. And then it looks like it's got onboard sound as well. And then I think that's a modem in there. And all your usual ports. Should we have a quick poke inside? I'll probably make an episode on this. Have a quick look inside. Oh, if I can get inside. I'm gonna need a screwdriver, bear with. Get around all of the equipment. Talk amongst yourselves. I think the big one. Looks like I once used this screwdriver to discharge something. So this could be a prime candidate for our RAID IDE card that we just opened. Ooh. Oh. The interesting stuff's on the other side of that plate. Probably have to open it from the other side. Yeah, where's the PC? So you've got this daughter card that comes out here, which has got your ISA slots, 2 PCI slots, and the IDE and the floppy. Compact doing things an interesting way. Yeah. Okay. That is a mad design, but that makes it interesting for an episode. So I'll save the rest. Yeah, for an episode when I make about this machine. Certainly solid. You're gonna go on there. Go on, behave. There we go. What I still don't have here in the cave is a full tower case. I mean, this is a decent sized tower, but I remember some that were like half the size again. No need for it. I just like the size of it. I should get a full-size tower PC case and just put a Raspberry Pi in it. Just for the comments. You can go under there so I can whack my knee on it in about 2 minutes' time. 2 more things to open. We'll open this quickly. This could be a disaster because it could have smashed to pieces, and I did ask the seller to package it very carefully for me. How are we doing there in the chat? Are you okay? That's a power cable in its own box. If you enjoy this, I will put aside anything that I pick up that I don't need to open urgently, and we can make it something of a monthly thing. Oh my goodness. They've sent me their dirty old towel. When I asked them to wrap it carefully, I didn't mean like get rid of any old towels you don't want that you rubbed all over your body for years and now you're going to send to me. Come on. Oh, it even smells disgusting. Yuck. Yuck. I'm going to save the best for last. Somebody's going to get that in their patron gift box this year. Yuck. Right, so when I said, can you pack a CRT monitor carefully? That was their idea of carefully. Come on. The reason I bought this on the cheap gets better, guys. Anyone want a pillow? Oh. Anyway, the reason I bought it is because it's a compact branded CRT to go with the compact computer from a separate seller. I don't know that it's quite the right period, but it's got the right period logo on it. I'm on the telly. Sorry, Dave. It looks like it's just been smeared with a dirty cloth. So hopefully it works and it will go nice. I just need to find like a compact keyboard and mouse to go with it, and that will be a nice little Pentium 90 setup. I'm not going to risk a live switch on, but I will film it when I switch it on. Yeah, the lights have been flickering as it is. Does it stink of secondhand smoke? I'm normally quite sensitive to that as a non-smoker. No, it just smells of mouldy old towels. Why? Why did you make me put my face in it? Oh, come on. Just rubbed my face on it. Oh man, the cave is a mess right now. Okay, one more box. The last and definitely not the least. You guys are going to go mental when you see this. This has come from Italy. From our good friend Mark, who may well be in the chat. And I tell you what, Mark knows better than to wrap things in his dirty old towels. He uses his underwear. Okay, Reese. Okay, are you ready? Look, bubble wrap, that's how you do it. Shall we begin with a 1050 Atari disk drive to go with our cassette deck? Our Atari is fully loaded now. Needs a bit of a clean up, but I'm very grateful for it. We can fix that up, no problem. Oh, there's a disc in there. The Home Filing Manager. This is what I needed. So, we're off to a great start. We've got a 1050. We've got another 1010. Now, I know when Woz sent his, he did mention that there were some problems with it. He said it's in perfect cosmetic condition, but it doesn't work. It will need some work. So maybe we can fix it up. But between the two of them, surely we can get one of them working, if not both of them. And of course, it's got that lovely the SIO connector, so we could daisy chain them if we want and have 2 tape connectors and a disk drive. Nice. We've got a Commodore 64 modem boxed. That's a nice thing. I mean, it's highly unlikely that I'll get to use it, but it's nice to have it all boxed up like that. Let's open that up quickly. Yeah, wow, in the box, exactly. We've got the manual. And there it is. Look at the aesthetics on that. A big black box that just slots on the back of your C64 and then plugs into your phone line. I don't know what baud rate it is. I'm guessing it's like 2400 or something. See what it says on the back of the box. Doesn't say what speed it runs at. You're guessing 300 in there, are you? No, it doesn't say. But apparently you can do your tele-shopping, banking. You can do electronic mail. Uploading data. Was I overstating it with the 2400? Do you think 300? Oh, this is a delicate thing floating about in the box. We've got an SD card. I think this is for an Atari ST. I think that's what this is. 2 SD card readers, in fact. Anyone recognise this? Maybe Ash. It's like an Atari ST SD card reader, I think, maybe. Satan disc. Thank you, Chrissy. I think you're right. Oh, look, yeah, there's a little logo of a little devil. There you go. It says Micro Ultra Satan. Made in Poland by Latharek. I've got a floppy emulator that's put together by him. He does do a very good job. Nice white PCB. Let's put that safely so I don't squish that. Okay, we've got more Atari. We've got an Atari 400. Very yellow, like the other one that I've got. These fins get smashed up so easily. This is in better condition than the other one I've got. You know, just the one, we could probably 3D print a bit to fix that. But when there's a crack there. But that's not bad condition. It says 16K of RAM on the bottom. No open. Nothing in the cartridge slot. So much shielding on these things. It's crazy. It's patina, says Ash. Don't say the word patina when the Digital Orphanage is in the chat. It's his trigger word. I should have put the gloves on, you're right. I should have put the gloves on for these unboxings. Oh, hello. Come to Neil. It's an Atari 65XE. This is a hell of a box. Look at that. You can really see the styling, you know, the ST style styling on this one, can't you? Nice. Yeah, we were just talking about patina, Digital Orphanage. Okay. It's a bread bin. We've got a missing key there, but other than that, looks all right. Oh, we've got an open case, in fact. Okay, I mean, bits are falling out. Bits are falling out as I open it, but I mean, regardless, I mean, that doesn't look to be in bad condition at all. The system board is just bits of plastic. It's the plastic standoffs that are flying about. I'll be interested to see what version of the SID chip is in there and all the rest. So. I think you can get new cases for the C64 bread bin, can you? I think somebody recreated them. Oh, there's the missing key. It's a G. It's a Greyer Commodore 64. Made in England. Can anybody identify this model of Commodore 64? Is there any reason why it's grayer than the other one? I mean, it's in great condition, yeah. Nice looking machine, really nice. It's a grey one. Yeah, made in England. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Thank you, Dave. He says that's a Commodore 64, so it's very good that we've got him in here to help us. Yeah, that might be the best looking bread bin I've got. That's what I was thinking, Anton. I was wondering if anyone could confirm or deny, is that an Audi C64? But I don't know how you would identify which an Audi one is. Yeah, I mean, it's got German text. It says made in England, and then it says Funkenstore. I'll show you the label. I don't know if it'll help you to identify anything. Different keys. So the Audi one had whiter keys, did it? There you go. You know what Commodore were like. They just chucked whatever was in the factory together, didn't they? So on that day, it was that colour case. We've got the manual for the Atari Basic. We've got the manual for the 65XE. Nice. We've got Commodore MPS 803 printer. I needed a printer in the office. It's a heavy little thing. Dot matrix, yeah, that's an impact printer. Oh, we've got an Atari joystick. And I think that is the Atari joystick that the classic Atari joystick. That's the one that came with the 800XL, I think. So that's nice to add with it and the trackball that I've got. We got a stack of books. I do have a little library corner, so it's really nice to add books to that. Commodore 64 Programmer's Reference Guide. Introducing your Commodore 64. Very basic. The first 15 hours with your Commodore 64. Machine language for the absolute beginner. Sound effects and music on the Commodore 64. Commodore 64 user manual. I don't think that tells us anything about what it is. Other than a Commodore 64, which Dave has identified for us. Thank you, Dave. Power supply, SIO cable. Oh man. Activision Autumn Winter catalogue. What could we buy? The Great American Cross Country Road Race game. Rescue on Fractalus, of course. Gary Kitchen's Game Maker. And Little Computer People. Nice. We've got a bag for life. But I'm disappointed to see no towels. I don't know how I'm going to dry myself after my shower later. Wow, that is the unboxing. I'll switch your cameras back. Oh, I've got a sweat on doing that. Let's move that computer. Oh, I have trashed the cave. Right, let's get my headphones back on. Let's switch the mic. Oh, hello everyone. How are we doing? The cave is a huge, huge mess. But it's a small price to pay for everything that I've just taken out of those boxes, let's be honest. I'm not going to wipe the sweat with the towel. Hey, Jorg. There's Mark Central. Thank you very much, Mark. Yes, thanks to you, Jorg. No, not if the next person who says use the towel is getting the towel sent to them. So, what have we got next? Let me just update you on the projects, where we are with the projects. Let's start with. Oh, I don't want to touch what I want to touch with my hands being dirty, but I'm going to have to do it. It'll be my copy. We'll start with the book. Now, hands up in the chat. Have you backed the book? If you haven't, here's the little trailer for what it is all about. Our guest today is responsible for the art in some of our most treasured video games.
We just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
It was a special place. By doing something that we loved doing, we made millions of people happy.
There were no rules, there were no boundaries, and we were all doing what we felt like, really.
Right at the very beginning, when it was the games group within the computer division of Lucasfilm.
Nobody knew anything about markets. I was a school teacher.
I had no idea that anybody was really into the music that much.
It was really just that interest of making things that kind of drew us all together.
There was 3 of us when I started, 15 of us when we moved to Skywalker Ranch.
And we got shipped this huge 720 meg SCSI hard drive. I mean, it was massively thick, so the whole office was kind of gathered round to see it.
I spot the end of the system and bye-bye system, the rest is mine. I'm kind of a brutal programmer at the time.
As far as a game designer, he had no experience at all.
You didn't get much money per game, so therefore you have to multiply up the games. And so we set ourselves the goal of a game a month, then we definitely make enough money.
And that's it, really. I was in. I was panicking. I really panicked. I thought, how am I going to? I felt like I was blagging it, to be honest. I really did.
And things did get difficult at Codemasters, and we decided to part company.
Oh shoot! Now I can't remember the name of them because I was so old.
So there you go. That is what the book is. Can I have my music back? Thank you. A lot of you have said you've backed it in the chat there, so thank you so much to everyone who's backed it. I will introduce a new tier, the towel tier, where you can get the book and a piece of towel. Somebody asked how much it was. It's £15, which I think is, as Kickstarter books go, it's pretty good value. They're normally up around £30. So I think it's quite affordable. And then there are extras you can get, including collector's cards of all the guests made by Stu Cambridge. And I've got the drafts for them here. I've been making them up. Let me zoom in for you. Now, this is not the final quality of them because they'll be produced on much thicker card. They'll be, let me change the scene, litho printed rather than printed in this fashion. So they'll be much nicer. There we go, beard close up. There you go, and you can see Stu's art. Oh, there's me. I'm actually going to use my one as my business card. I'm going to get a load extra. So on my one, I've got all my contact details on the back. So I'm going to get loads of them as my business card. Chris Sawyer, Mark Ferrari. I'm editing up Mark Ferrari's interview now. The raw material is 2.5 hours long. It's an epic interview with incredible stories from inside Lucasfilm. So that's in the book. Francois of Stos and Amos, Bill Volk of Activision, David Fox of Lucasfilm. He made Rescue and Fractalus. The Thompson twins, as Electronash identified. The Oliver twins, of course. Dr. Rob Hubbard. Richard Garriott of Ultima fame. George Sanger, musician. The voice of Duke Nukem, Johnson John. Al Lowe, the man behind Leisure Suit Larry. Mike Daly, the man behind Grand Theft Auto and Lemmings. Stu, a self-portrait there. Sensible Software's artist. And then we are back and going around them again. So there you go. Now, I'm not going to spoil it. Zoom out. But, it's a book about video games. All I'm going to say is, there may well be Easter eggs. But it's up to you to find them. And if I can, I might also get a few extra cards made up and just sort of sprinkle them through the backers' books. And maybe one or two of you will get an extra card and you can be smug about having them. And then you can do swapsies on Twitter. What's the cross stitch on the table, says Dave. Let me show you. So somebody took my Stu Cambridge artwork, that somebody being Mrs. Pillock, cat, and cross-stitched me. Dave knows this, he just wanted to see it again. And look how hench I look. I got a hell of a pair of shoulders on me. So that is the book project. Down at the bottom right hand corner you can see we've got 1,295 backers at the moment. And let's bring you back to the laptop because it's insane. It is insane what this book has done. Beyond all of my expectations. So the goal was £6,500. That was enough to get the minimum order to actually publish this thing because I just wanted to create a physical thing that I wanted, cover the costs and get it out there. Well, you can see it's absolutely smashed that. It's obviously hit a nerve. It's you know, it's appealed to you. You want this thing. Look at it. It's stratospheric. I'm the one that's going to be shipping these. Oh, it's just gone up again. Thank you very much, whoever that was. So I'm going to have to get ahead of myself on the video making. I'm going to get some videos in the bank. I've cleared out the garage. I've set up tables. I'm going to get a whole production run coming. Dave in the chat has offered to come and help me. James from Let's Talk Retro has offered to come and help me. So we will. This won't be till November that we start packing them because they've got to be printed. So yeah, we're going to have a big system of packing going and we'll get them out. Kickstarter link. Nightbot should be spamming that out there, but let me put it in the chat anyway. Well done, Ash. I'm not good at these things. I'm not good at marketing these things. I sign into chat. Come on. Thank you, Pixels. Pixels at Dawn has put the link in there. Nightbot doesn't care. Nightbot's gone on strike. So 11 days to go. So that's that project. Thank you ever so much to everyone who's backed it. We've looked at... Oh, it's gone up again. Thank you. Just pledge, but I don't think the Kickstarter has my address. No. So Merkster, what will happen is I will mass email out everybody on the tiers where the address is needed. If you bought the ebook, you don't need your address. But for everyone else, I'll set up an email that will go out to request your address and then send it back to me. So don't worry. Don't worry. I don't know why I've got this here, Slipheed. Why have I got this? Oh, I know why I've got this. We'll come to that in a minute. Do you want to do a quiz? Should we do a very quick quiz? We'll do that in just a second. Because I'll show you the other project first of all. And then we'll do a quick quiz. Okay. Some of you know about the Hoffman record. Hoffman came and did Rave in the Cave last year, did an awesome set of his Amiga music. We had Rave in the Cave, it was live streamed, it was amazing. So amazing, in fact, that I worked with him to create a vinyl record. I've talked about it before. Last month I told you we'd got to the point of I'd got the artwork signed off. I made all the artwork, got that signed off. It was being pressed at the factory. Guess what? Yesterday, 160 kilograms of vinyl turned up. The hottest day of the year here in the UK. The lorry couldn't get in here, so I had to carry it all down the street. His truck, you know, the hydraulic little hand truck, he couldn't get that off the lorry because it had something really heavy on there. So I had to break up the package, carry all of this vinyl into the cave. Yeah. No, it didn't melt in the heat, thankfully, but it's all in here. Let me show you it. I'm so excited about this. So I've got a ton of boxes like this. Look at it. Look at it. How awesome does that look? It's not pizza. No. Thank you, Moody K, for the sub. Hoffman is going to come and sign all of them. There's lots of shout outs to the crews written by Hoffman because he's cool like that. He's down with the demo scene crew. I'm just a nerd. He's cool. Shout outs to Akira and Dopefish and Hoffman who made the PT1210 mixing software. Will they be numbered? Yes. There is a space here where I will hand number them. Hoffman will sign in the inside and it says limited edition first press. So if we do have such demand that people want more, it won't have that. It's only the first 250, which I'll be pleased if we can sell 250, will be numbered. Wait until you see the last piece of this. There's 2 vinyl records inside. It's a double vinyl. Semi-transparent red vinyl. Yummy. I think it's going to be £35, which, given the quality of the package and the audio on this, is incredible. It really, really is a lovely sound for your double red vinyl. I think that's fair. No expense was spared in making sure this was a quality product. So there you go. When are they going to be on sale? The 23rd of August is when Hoffman is going to come to the cave. We'll live stream it. He will live sign them. I'll bring the record player in and we can have a little listening party. And hey, you can talk to Hoffman while you're buying his record. I don't know, maybe we can work it out so that he can put your name on your order or something. I don't know. Logistics might get a bit confusing if we do that. But and okay, tracks you've got. There you go. There's the tracks. Drop the Panic, Every Way, Free Runner, The Hunter, Pattern Skank, Eon, Unreal, Professional Tracker featuring Day Tripper, Ghetto, Starquake, Generator, Hot Dots, 5K Reese, and a bonus track of Way Too Rude. It's called a bonus track because these tracks were on Rave in the Cave. These are the tracks in full, whereas he obviously mixed them at Rave in the Cave. And then that final track, he didn't play that day, so that's a bonus track. Yeah, I would have liked to have squeezed a little Spectrum game on there, but it's just full. It's just nothing but music. There's no room for anything else. But I will try and put in a little digital code, a web address, whatever, so you can digitally download the tracks as well. And I think what I'll do is I will capture them off of the vinyl so you can download, you know, those captured directly from his Amiga and then those captured from the vinyl. So if you want, you know, you can have the little pops and the warmth of the vinyl sound on your MP3 player. Yeah, it's 2 vinyls. Here you go. 2 red vinyls, 1 in each side. Oop, 1, 2. I'm not lying. There you go. 2 vinyls. There you go. So 23rd of August. Get your Hoffman vinyls. We're nearly at the end. I think we'll wrap it up with a look at our magazine this month, which is Mean Machine. Yeah. And then we'll try and organise some kind of manual raid, shall we? You'd like it in blue, Matthew, would you? If you'd like to lay down the funding for another pressing of 250 in blue, then I can certainly make that happen for you. I did want to just look up one thing that we mentioned earlier, which was the Fusion manual. Let's see how that's doing. Fusion 2021. It's not available in tartan Derek, but I'll get my crayons out and paint and colour it in for you. Okay, let's switch the scene. Here we go. So this is another one that you might be interested in, because I write for Fusion, and I think my article will be in the manual. I think in the manual, in the annual. I wrote an article, I think, about hard driving, the old Atari arcade game. I can't remember if that's going in the magazine or the annual, but this is Chris Wilkins' project. How's he doing? Oh, he smashed it. He smashed it. 42,000. Is this the live one? Is this the current one? Yeah, last updated yesterday. Or the day before. Yeah, smashed it. £42,000 of a £6,000 goal. So, yeah, Fusion is so called because it's a fusion of old games and new games. It's a nice little thing. So that's something worth considering. Now let's go to our magazine, Mean Machine. I was just going to show you a few things in it. I suppose you want to see the magazine. I suppose you want me to move the camera around somehow. Let's do that. There with. If only I had 3 HDMI capture devices. Ooh, get a view of the top of my head there. This is a B camera. The trouble is I'm using my other HDMI capture device to capture the laptop today. Otherwise I'd be able to switch between the two cameras. Now I didn't read this. I don't know if we have any Mean Machine readers from back in the day, but you know, this was too lowbrow for me. I was reading my micro magazines. £2.50, $5.50 in the US, November, but it doesn't say what year. But you can probably get the idea because it says Street Fighter 2 release date announced. So a couple of things that caught my attention. Get your action replay cartridge. I noticed on page 14, it says, here we go. Look at these production values. Flashback. Best game ever? I mean, it's a good game. It says, our French partners at Consoles Plus have unveiled what looks like being one of the most fantastic Mega Drive games ever. We're just going to completely ignore, you know, its Amiga heritage. One of the most fantastic Mega Drive games ever. It's called Flashback. It's being programmed by Delphine Software in France, and it's completely amazing. Although from the screenshots it looks like a graphically awesome platform game, it is in fact a deep and involving arcade adventure, boasting animation that is lifelike, literally. It even knocks the company's previous extravaganza, Another World, due out on the Mega Drive early next year, courtesy of Virgin, into a cocked hat in terms of amazing movement. We'll be bringing you more exclusive info on this completely cosmic game over the coming months. Look out for this, it'll blow your mind. Yeah, never mind the fact it's been on the Amiga for years by this point. And the other thing that made me chuckle on this page was, it says Topper Fractals in new CD game. Whoop, there it is. Cool, we're nearly at 1,300 backers, you know. Currently doing the rounds of the Japanese press at the moment are these stunning fractal-based landscapes produced using the Mega CD. The graphics are from a game called Slipheed, that's why you saw it on my screen earlier. A graphically enhanced version of an old PC title released by Origin. That game was originally a scrolling shoot-'em-up, and we expect the Mega CD version to be no different. However, nothing on the PC looks anywhere near as good as this. Nothing on the PC looks anywhere near as good as the Mega CD. From what we gather, these amazing visuals actually move very smoothly. Now, bearing in mind they're talking about fractals, they say these amazing visuals actually move very smoothly, making use of the enhanced hardware's full motion video capabilities. What has FMV got to do with fractals? Expect to hear more news about this game in a forthcoming issue. Yeah, so it wants to use fractals. It wants to use its FMV hardware to shift fractals, right? Wow. Here is that game. It did come out. Yeah. But as you can see, it's completely pre-rendered. There's not a fractal in sight. It's, you know, it's Gallagher with video, as so many of these games were. Which is kind of disappointing. I read about it and looked it up and thought, oh, I'd like to see if the Mega Drive can handle fractals. But no. It's no Comanche. It's no Nova Logic game. It's no Outcast. I'm not... Go away, honey. I'm not even seeing any landscapes. Oh, there you go. I mean, that looks like something that was rendered on Vista Pro. In fact, I reckon it was Vista Pro. Thank you, adverts. Yeah. So there we go. Thank you to... which channel is that? VCO Game Retro Games. Thank you for letting us pinch a bit of your footage there. Please don't tell me off. We'll come on to that section in a minute. What else did I spot in here? Page 8. Oh, look. Don't forget your... Oh, there we go. We're in 1993. Don't forget your Panini 93 football sticker album. We've got Eric Thordsbeck at Tottenham Hotspur. Mick Stockwell, John Humphrey, David Barnes. Good footballer names. Paul Stewart. Super High Impact. Oh, there's Gods on the Mega Drive. We are one backer away from 1300 on the book. Thank you, guys. The lights haven't flickered recently, no. Jazz Rignall says of Gods, I've only played the Amiga version a couple of times, but even with that little experience I can see that this is a much better game. The graphics are slicker, the gameplay faster, and the tunes more menacing. The only gripe is the joypad control, which is unnecessarily fiddly and causes frustration at first, but once mastered there's a huge game in there waiting to be discovered. Come on, these Mega Drive guys. Talking down the Amiga. Oh yeah, one thing that made me laugh was there was a review of a Game Gear game, Streets of Rage on the Game Gear. And you know what the Game Gear screen was like, but they've actually photographed the screen for the screenshots. So it's just like incredibly faded. They had no way of screen grabbing from the Game Gear. It's not making you want to go out and buy it if the screenshots are that, but you know, and they would have had like a black curtain around that, camera up close. They would have had the perfect lighting conditions to capture these screens, and they still look as washed out as that. Oh, is there a Mad Pete in here? Did I see? Good man, Mad Pete. Oh, there he is. Hello, Mad Pete. Good to see you, mate. I thought we might raid you tonight because I saw a thing pop up to say you'd be streaming, and I clicked on it, Pete, and it said you're streaming in 14 days' time. Yeah, I don't think we want to wait that long tonight. I'll try and catch you next time. I did notice towards the back of the book, the magazine, there is a classified section for sale and swaps. So, 1993, what are we looking at? Bargain buy, Game Gear, TV tuner, magnifier, link-up cable, 7 great games, worth £370, selling for £295. Contact Richard on an 0454 area code. Oh, here's where the action's at. Costado, thank you for the €10. Atari Forever. Atari Forever. I'll say that for €10. I'm easily bought. Yes, beers in the chat for Costado. Beers and ciders. Here's where the action's at. Amstrad GX4000. Hey, there's 1,300 backers. Thank you for pointing that out, Jake. Thank you, number 1,300. That's awesome. Amstrad GX4000 stereo console. Unused. An unused GX4000. Who would have thought? And boxed with 9 games, including Batman, Robocop 2, Pro Tennis, Navy Seals. Who wants to have a guess? An Amstrad GX4000 with 9 games in 1993. Don't forget, this is a stereo console. How much would you have paid for it? Like Chipping Sodbury, Eon Flux. Russell's 100, Namco's 30, TDO's 50, a tenner, 270. You're all over the shop with your guesses. Who said 90? Steve W, you're the closest. It was £95. Street Fighter 2 arcade soundtrack on tape, £5. Other arcade music available. Derek. I mean, I'll say most things for money, Derek. Oh, this is pushing it, but let's go for it. Derek Findus is amazingly handsome. Fact. Thank you, Derek. If you don't follow Derek, he does a wonderful podcast and a really great movie show where you can all sit and watch awful B movies with him on his channel. So do click on his avatar there. Don't be afraid of his mustache. Why, thank you, I'm blushing. What else have we got for sale? Oh, wow. Okay, this one simply reads, lost your book? I will send you a photocopy. Mega Drive, Master System, NES available. Send £1.50 and a stamped address envelope per book to Paul in Belfast. That is just straight up piracy of user manuals. This is fascinating. An Atari 520 ST was going for £210. A Spectrum Plus 3 was still going for £150 in '93. That seems pricey to me. Okay, here's the last one. Amstrad CPC 464. Let's get your guesses on this one. With excellent colour monitor, loads of games, and good joystick. Worth well over £600, but will sell for... So what will you pay for a CPC 464, excellent colour monitor, loads of games, and good joystick? 30. We've got 150. We've got 60. Oh, Jan, 450. Tim, thank you very much for the £10. He sent a knockout hippo. Thank you. 2,400 says Jorg. He's gone high. 375. Colour monitor. Pillock's gone for 550. Jake with 350. Mike UK, I think you're the winner. Mike's gone for 280. It was £300. And actually, Mike, I'm going to call you the winner because we'll sell for £300 and may reduce. There's another backer on the book there. Thank you, backer 1301. Yeah, I think that's our classifieds. Oh, look, pen pals. Oh, I'm going mad. Anybody who owns a console, write to Andrew Turner in Belgium. He wants a pen pal. Gamerlink, the pen pal club for all computer owners. Send a stamped address envelope to Churchfield Ware in Hearts. Hello there. I am a 10-year-old boy who needs a pen pal boy or girl. Please be my pen pal. D. Powell, 7 Linnet Avenue, Clapham, South London. This is hilarious. Mad Pete, what a coincidence. I've lost my book. Can I have a photocopy of Tea Breaks? Foiled. I'm going to have to do it now. You're going to have to send a stamped addressed envelope and I'll have to do you a photocopy. Thank you for the £5, Pete. Beers for Pete. Beers for Pete. There's messages here. I'm just going to read these. Dean Wiley of Townsville, Australia. If you want one of the games you mentioned, write immediately to me. What is that about? Phil and Fred have the most excellent Sega hardware for sale. Stamped addressed envelope to 161 Healy Road. Thank you, Phil and Fred. Oh, loving grandfather with limited cash flow needs help. Sega Nintendo consoles and games at reasonably low prices. John. Do we believe John? Do we believe John? Loving grandfather with limited cash flow. Sega Nintendo consoles available. Now, something I saw on here on page 130 to end the stream on today. Not Lotus Turbo Esprit Challenge, a preview for the Mega Drive. It's never going to be as good as the Amiga, is it? Come on. There's a quiz. Who the hell are these people? Smash Hits readers, do you know? Who wants to take the quiz? Who the hell are these people? Right. Should we go with A? Any guesses on A? I've got the answers here. I need to turn the magazine upside down. Okay, anyone on A? Yes. Yes, Keith. It's Betty Boo. Wow. Okay, B. We're on B now. Anyone for B? I'll take the band if you know the band. Yes, we've got an answer. The old bad gamer. It's Mr. C from The Shaman. Do you know, I knew it was The Shaman. I didn't know his name was Mr. C. And then who is Mr. C? Who's C? I don't know this guy. I do not know this guy. I'll skip this one. C is a guy called Stephen Dorff. Has anyone heard of Stephen Dorff? I have no idea who Stephen Dorff is. D, you've already got D. Tim Ward's got D. Let's take that. Come on, E's got to be easy. Who's got E? Who's got E other than Mr. C? Yeah, it's Madonna. Of course it's Madonna. Oh, hello. Where's the screen gone? F. I know you're going to get F. Who's got F? Crisscross, you've got it. Merkster, Namco's. Oh, you all know Crisscross. Somebody's going Kid and Play. The hair is not high enough for Kid and Play. It's not musical youth. G. G looks familiar, says Dave. So G is not Billy Piper. Remember, this is 1993. So G is Melissa Bell. Was she a presenter or something? I seem to remember her. H. Come on, you've got H. Easy. Yeah, Melissa Bell. I don't know who Melissa Bell was. Bell. B-E-L-L, yes. Tim Wold, yes. Jason Priestley, Merkster, Electron Ash. You all know your Jason Priestley. Should we do another row? I saw Ash mention I earlier. Melissa Bell was a singer, apparently. Yes, Shakespeare's sister. I did see Ash say that earlier, although he's just said sister now. J is Nicole Kidman. Yes, you've got her easily. Oh, hang on. I've massively zoomed into Nicole Kidman. Sorry, Nicole. K. Who's got K? Who's got K? They seem to look... Yeah, you've got it. The old bad gamer. 2 Unlimited. The 2 Unlimited seem to look different in every picture that I see of them. I. Who is I? Who the hell is that? Who is this guy? Oh, I am stuck. Todd from Neighbours? Is it? I mean, I've got here that his name is Christian Schmid. Christian Schmid. Was that Todd from Neighbours? I think you're probably right, yeah. A bad mime. M. You should get M. M's pretty famous. Don't know M. The chick. Yeah, well done, Pixels at Dawn. It's Winona Ryder. A very young Winona Ryder. Not Tori Amos. Yep, well done, Dave James, Merkster. The next one is a band. I reckon we'll get that one quickly. You're all obviously Smash Hits readers. Yeah, it's the Manics. Well done. Manic Street Preachers. Before you say it, no, this is not me without the beard. Who is O? It is Right Said Fred, but which one? Do you know which one from Right Said Fred? Wow, that's the most popular answer yet. You all know Right Said Fred. Yes, Dazza got it. It's Richard. It's Richard from Right Said Fred. I only know that because it's written there. P. Yeah, it's Kylie. Well done, Russell. Well done, Dazza. A very young-looking Kylie. And then we're down to the final row next. Do you want to do the final row? I mean, this has nothing to do with retro computers. Look at that fine figure of a man. Yes. Neo Infinity, Dave, Namco's. You've all got it. Pillock. It's not me. It's Axl Rose. Oh, I'll take the TV show for R. No, I didn't miss a row. There's only 3 rows. Yeah, you got it. Beverly Hills 90210. You know, in the early days of the internet, if I needed to do something that needed a postcode, I'd always put 90210 in to get access to whatever it was, whatever web page it was. S, yeah, somebody's already said S. Christian Slater, well done. T, T for teeth. It's the other one. Danny Minogue, yes, Kylie's sister. Let's just appreciate you for a moment. It is E17. I've got another tab just for this one. What is that? What is that? I mean, you know, you dig baseball caps bad enough. But what even is... That's not a hat. That's one of those car washing sponges that you dip in your bucket and it's got all the little fingers. That's what that is. He's just been washing his car with his head. A loafer, is it? Or a loofah? I mean, look at this guy. Hello, can I be your friend? I think that's the guy that was in the pen pal section of the magazine. Oh, hello, ladies. Do you want to come and play on my Sega Mega Drive? So there we go. That's E17. That was the other boy band. V. You've already moved on to V. You're already saying it. Keanu Reeves. I'll take John Wick. W. Look at this guy. Wow, who is this? I don't know who this guy is, but he is loving it. It's not Nick Cave. It's not Elvis Presley. It's not. I don't know if it's the villain from Sherlock. It's not Johnny Ray. Mr. Toolpants. It's not Mick Hucknall. It's not DiCaprio. It's not. It's not me. It's not Gary. Okay, I'm going to have to ask someone to Google this guy. His name is Les Hill. Les Hill. Could you get any less show business? A name? Les Hill. At theatres everywhere. Oh, he's from Home and Away, is he? No idea. I haven't got a clue. It's French. It means the hill. Oh, what an exotic name. Right, okay. Home and Away. I didn't really follow Home and Away. I was more of a Neighbours guy. And then the final one is... Come on. Oh, I wonder who that is. Wrong answers only, please, for the final one. Who is X? Wrong answers only. Shaking Stevens? Neil Thomas, Gary, Bob Mortimer, Tim Croon, Barry Manilow, the UFO Man, Buster Bloodvessel, Derek Findas. There is a striking resemblance to Derek Findas. Clive Sinclair, Tina Turner, Stifler's mom. Top Gun. That's a good answer. It is Top Gun. There we go. So that's our quiz this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick you back on the other camera. How do I plug this thing in? There we go. Oh, I'm back. I am back. 1,302 backers. Thank you, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. It's been a fun monthly stream. Thank you, as always, to the wonderful, wonderful patrons, especially these guys. Which side are you? There you go. Stroke the patrons. Thank you, everyone. It's still a fairly, new format that I'm working on here to try and make it enjoyable, not make it too strict and regimented. I've literally got a list of bullet points where we'll just go, let's watch your videos, let's do some unboxings, and I'll figure out everything in between on the fly. And hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you as always. Thank you so much, Russell. He says, excellent stream as always. Thank you very much, sir, for the $9.99. So we will do it again. If you want to be able to submit a video for the theme of the month, then that is a perk of being a patron. Go to patreon.com/RetroManCave. If you'd like to support the cave, you get early access to all videos, a week's early access. You get all videos ad-free, and you get extra perks like Patreon Discord chat rooms, and you get to submit your videos and all the rest of that stuff. Oh, Mean Machine Dean is being moderated by Nightbot. Get in the sin bin. Get in the bin, Dean. Next month, I definitely will, because I've finished it. I'll have to wrap up filming. Behind me, I've got the Mr. FPGA machine that I've been putting together. Now, I will make another video, and I will show you that in action in a slickly edited video. But I reckon if you're up for it, next month's live stream, we'll do a bit of unboxing. We'll do the chat. But I'll try and get that hooked up so we can do a bit of gaming. And if you've got any questions about the Mister, about what cores it supports, what games run well, what systems run well and don't run well, then we can do a live demonstration, and I can just take your requests and we can play some games if you're up for that. I know Electron Ash will be up for that because he loves the Mister, and maybe you can come and hang out too, Ash, and answer some of the more technical questions if people have them. Russell says, any news on the A4000? Oh, I don't want to end the stream on a downer, Russell, but I think the whole thing was a scam. I think the whole thing was somebody trying to wind me up, not getting a rise out of me, and then getting bored. So I think that was all just a wind up. Very sad. I know. I will tweet Nightbot before the next one, so they're not so mean. So I reckon, has anyone got any suggestions out there on the chat? Is anyone streaming on YouTube? I guess we could do Twitch as well, but is anyone streaming on YouTube who we should manually go and raid? Oh, I know. We said Pints earlier, didn't we? Pints and Amiga, who will be streaming Amiga-y stuff. Can somebody please go and get the link for me for Pints and Amiga? That's Pints with a Z. They're not streaming. Okay. Is anyone streaming right now who you would like to lend a big RMC hug to? Who could we go and... the Gebs? Yeah, let's go and see the Gebs. She does some good streaming. Can somebody post a link in the chat for the Gebs? Pints is streaming, says Woody. I'm going to have to stop trying to delegate. Let's go and get a link and let's do a mass raid and let's spread the love. Oh, there we go. Dave, is that the same link? Yeah. Okay. Dave's link. I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. Audisaurs and retro computers, anyone can watch. It's just a nice perk for patrons to be able to submit the videos. So I'm sorry if that's disappointed you, but that's the way it is, I'm afraid. So everyone, click the link, give us a shout of RMC raid, and I'll see you in there. And thank you everyone for hanging out. Good night. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.